I'm Pierre-Maurice Barlier. I'm a coach in French repertoire. I work with singers on the different aspects of the French repertoire, which is, of course, pronunciation, but also interpretation. I work in a different educational institution, Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama, Cardiff University, Welsh International Academy of Voice, but also as a coach on opera for opera companies such as Welsh National Opera and Opera North. I worked on the production of Carmen for the Grange Festival, and recently worked with Mirouslava Yordanova and Julian Smith as a pianist on the role of Carmen that Mirouslava is going to perform for an important festival in Germany later this year. So the different aspect of language coaching on a one-to-one basis is, of course, the pronunciation, but that any French person could do that. For a non-French speaker, to communicate musically text to an audience who is not familiar with the language, you need, of course, the accuracy of the language, but also you need to be able to communicate the sense of direction and rhythm of the text.
Bel officier, l'amour vous joue en ce moment, vous arrivez fort mal, hélas, et nous sommes forcés de vous être dévancés, de vous garder en moi, pas d'ordinaire.
Alors pendant, more on the O side of the vowel than on the R, and U. If you're going to do the double F on officier, normally we don't say double consonants in French, but you could do it but with an intention. Mm-hmm. Like, mon bel officier, if it's with an intention, yeah, do it, go for it, it's more character. But not to make it Italian.
Yeah, too Italian.
Okay?
Bel officier, l'amour vous joue en ce moment, l'on se vire tout, vous arrivez fort mal, hélas, et nous sommes forcés de vous être dénoncés, de vous garder en moi pendant une heure.
To be able to make sense of all that, you have to trust your score. That's really important, to have a score that is reliable and consistent. The work is always based on the question, why am I doing what I'm doing? Why am I saying this? Give me a good reason for that.
Dans le livre, dans aussi dans
Very good. You really find the direction of the line of text. It's really beautiful. But hardly, just a little bit of a vowel here and there. That's all. When I work on with an opera company on a particular production, and that was particularly true during the last production of Carmen I did with Welsh National Opera. They had their own, because it was a revival, they already had their own score that was edited for the purpose of that production. The Peter score is extremely clear. I mean, it's very easy to read and very comprehensive, especially when you are looking for a reason to do something. So you never have the doubt, yes, but that was there because, and give yourself a bad excuse for something to be on the score, like, yes, but you know, he never finished this, it was never published, or something like that. We know we have a reliable score of the premiere, so then the choice we make are enlightened choices. It's not a choice with bad excuses. And the score that we were using on that production, sometimes there were doubts of why things were there, and being able to refer to Peter's score was very helpful to take decisions, actually, especially in an older production with dialogue that has been cut to a very, very thin skeleton. It's very easy to end up with a quite superficial view of the character, when actually the dialogues that all the singer dreads are there to give more depth to your character, and they should be taken as such. So if as a singer or member of the production you're given a separate libretto with cut-off dialogues and another edited score with all the music, you just end up treating them differently. Having that under your nose is really helpful, so it's not treated like two different things, not the libretto one side with the dialogues and the music the other side.
And that's what this score does.
And that's what the Peter score does, and also by giving the complete dialogues, when cuts are made for different reasons, you can find the meta-narration that you need to complete the missing words. The work that I have done with Mirouslava Yordanova was particularly interesting because the recitatives are a much shortened version of the text, of the dialogue, the written dialogues, but it contains elements either as a suggestion, or sometimes just a keyword, just one word, from the original text. So it's very important to be able to go back to the dialogue, not only to complete the idea, but also to find the right tone. So in the dialogues, ouais, oui, qu'est-ce que tu regardes là? À quoi penses-tu? You've got to decide in which tone you are starting that. Voilà, exactly the word again.
Qui regarde-tu?
Que regardes-tu donc?
Il y a un moment.
A little
Il y a
bit,
un moment.
a bit defiant.
Yeah.
Bit.
Yeah. So
You just had a bit of a fight.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And well, that's this. You would kill me. And she says, "À la bonne heure." So the translation is, "When it suits you."
Mm.
Okay. So
It's not. Tu m'aiderais peut-être. She's not sort of not scared, not.
Oh, it's a bit defiant. Ah, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw it. I know best.
Mm-hmm.
Because then she says, several times I've read in the cards that we'll meet our end together.
Mm-hmm.
And she clicking her castagnette.
Mm-hmm.
Bah, what will be, will be.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a sort of switch of,
Yeah.
I'm going to die, are you going to kill me? Whatever happened, because I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I have sort of an advantage because I know my fate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, how to translate that in that? Quel regard?
Oh, I can be like, okay, right.
Quel regard?
Mm.
Tu ne réponds rien? Qu'importe. Après tout. Okay, qu'importe. Doesn't matter because fate. Okay, so. Que m'importe après tout? Le destin et le maître. And then serious there. Le destin et le maître.
Mm-hmm.
So we need a change of tone.
Mm-hmm.
Que m'importe après tout?
Mm-hmm.
Le destin et le maître.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So.
Don't stay on the tu me tuerais.
Tu me dirais peut-être.
Stay a little bit longer on the ré. Tu me tuerais peut-être.
Uh-huh.
It's well written there.
Tu me dirais peut-être. Quel regard, tu ne réponds rien. Que m'importe après tout.
Que m'importe après tout.
Que m'importe après tout. Le destin.
Ouais. But I think it's important that triplet. Que m'importe après tout, le destin et le maître.
Que m'importe après tout, le destin et
The last duet of Carmen, the final duet, which is the most dramatic. It's going to end with her death. The beginning of that duet is very enigmatic because the text is very simple to an extreme way. It could be I don't want to say ridiculous, but c'est toi, c'est moi. It's like
commonplace.
Yeah, a bit commonplace. Is that at the end of Il n'est pas voulu fuir, it says on the Peter score, which you can't find in other scores, elle s'assied, she sits down. It's a very small detail, but that determines how you should say the rest. She's extremely calm and absolutely not afraid, confident in the fate. The fate is going to be the fate. And she's absolutely not defiant.
C'est toi, l'homme avait averti que tu n'étais pas loin, que tu devais venir. L'homme avait même dit de craindre pour ma vie. Et je suis brave et n'ai pas voulu fuir.
On José's singing, there is an indication. Elle se lève et dégage un peu vers la cour. Okay. This is important. She marks her distance. Whatever the director is going to do, this distance can be physical or can be psychological. And also it's to show straight on that your Do José and you are not at all in the same level. He's in tempo, you're a different one. You say, une autre vie loin d'ici, sous d'autres cieux, tu demandes l'impossible, Carmen, jamais d'avanti. You show completely you're not playing the same. Which is, yeah. Those indications that you won't find in other scores are not just. It's not just a question of directing, because the director will ask you to do something completely different, but it gives you a precise idea of how to construct your role, how to construct your character. So you have to reconstruct in a way the thought of the intention of the librettist and the composer. You have to go back to the score, to a reliable score, and question why you are doing what you're doing, both musically and in stage and dramatically.
Thank you.
And this score allows you to do that.
Maybe I cannot do ma.
No, that's not.
I cannot.
A bit of meat.
Yeah.
Like that.